KTLA Steve Koosh live in Pasadena for all the excitement, and the noise is already beginning. Steve.
Oh, Micah, this game is so big. It's pushed the Rose Bowl to its full capacity. Some 90,000 screaming, crazy soccer fans are expected to be here tonight. The line to get into the Rose Bowl is absolutely enormous. I can't see the end of it. On the heels of the U.S. Women's Soccer Cup World Cup win, soccer fans just can't get enough. Can you guys?
Happy 4th of July.
Callie, what did you think of the fireworks?
I did like it.
You did like it.
And she liked it.
She liked it too? And you?
Yeah.
Wow. I think that's a unanimous decision. Everyone loved it.
Steve Koosh live at the Special Olympics with the competition that is changing lives. Steve.
Day 5 coming to a close. We're live with some amazing moments to share with all you guys. We'll also talk about a few of the celebrities helping out at this year's games. An underground power cable failed, causing an electrical fire and a small explosion. Affected residents tell us they didn't realize how much of their modern lives they took for granted. Because of the power outage, some areas like this underground parking garage have been left entirely in the dark. Some are left without basic essentials. We do know 2 people are dead. The alleged drunk driver, he survived. This whole area has been taped off, but if we look past this, all the way to this white tent you see off in the distance, under that tent, well, that's the victim's vehicle right there, a car, a very gruesome sight, so officials had to cover it up. It was a dramatic scene out here as firefighters and law enforcement raced to free the victims trapped inside this mangled vehicle. You can see, though, it was not an easy task. This car was extremely banged up.
But first, Steve Koosh live in Simi Valley, where the rustic fire is burning dangerously close to hundreds of homes. Steve.
Yeah. 500 homes, more than 500 homes is how close this fire is burning to, Micah and Cher. So far, more than 150 acres have burned, and it keeps growing as this wildfire keeps on spreading. I'm here with Jessica and Hallie. They live just right over here. Now, you girls, we've been watching this. This is burning directly in your backyard. What's going through your mind?
Where's my dog?
Let's show you the view from our Sky 5 helicopter. This is where you can see the real damage. Again, more than 150 acres have burned so far. The Ventura County Fire Department is asking residents in this area to stay where they are for the time being. Do not leave your homes. However, round up any pets and load some personal belongings in your car just in case we have to order an evacuation. Now, back out here live. If you can stay out of Simi Valley for the time being, firefighters need to move their big water trucks into this area, and any extra cars that are on these roads may only slow them down, and that could cost homes. Micah and Cher, we're going to stay out here on the scene and try to get an update, along with trying to figure out what sparked this blaze. I'll send it back to you guys for now.
Steve Koosh in Simi Valley, thank you.
Micah and Cher, witnesses described a scene of sheer panic. While there are stories of horror, there are other stories of bravery. Victims throwing themselves on top of people and being shot while shielding others from bullets. Officials say the shooter committed suicide after unleashing a hail of gunfire on innocent moviegoers.
We're hearing reports of another underground explosion and power outages right now. Steve Koosh joins us live from the scene. Steve, what are you seeing and hearing at this point?
Well, Rick and Marissa, the latest information we have is that tens of thousands of people here in Long Beach may be without their power. According to witnesses, there was some kind of explosion that took place out here. One person filmed this explosion. He told us, I took a look at the video, and it looks like some kind of scene out of a war movie. Basically, if we push in over here at one of these manhole covers, what we saw in the video was an explosion just blowing this manhole cover clean off the road. We have video that we'll hopefully be able to show you shortly here, but until we get that, we'll remain out here on the scene collecting updates for everybody. I'll send it back to you guys for now.
We want to go back to our breaking news in Long Beach. That's where another one of those underground explosions has happened.
Steve Koosh joins us live from the scene with new video now just into our newsroom. Steve?
Well, Narissa, Rick, the latest information we have is that at least 30,000 customers are without power here in the Long Beach area, and they're without power because of what you're going to see right here. Take a look at this video. This is what I was telling you about a few minutes ago. An explosion of sorts took place underground in a power vault. It's pretty traumatic. Neighbors described it as a very, very loud bang. They thought a bomb was going off. We're told 2 manhole covers were literally thrown off the street, dozens of feet into the air. People came outside, they were recording this because they saw smoke coming from the ground. They weren't sure what it was, and the moment that this explosion goes off, you hear people screaming, some are running for cover. The power is now out to 30,000 customers in the Long Beach area. Officials aren't sure what caused this explosion, although it is very similar to an explosion that took place 2 weeks ago underground, which knocked out the power to a few thousand people. However, Rick and Narissa, this time it seems to be even worse. Rick, Cher, we just learned more about those suspicious packages. The suspect not only had a gun, but according to investigators, had a device that he designed to look like some kind of actual bomb. What this man planned to do with this device, we don't know, because officers shot him during a tense standoff. Dozens, if not hundreds of people were around in this area when officers took out this armed man right in front of the city bank.
And several people are saying the guy out front with a gun, 5 or 6 shots, bam, 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 bam.
3:30 Friday afternoon, as the streets of Studio City were filling with people getting off of work and heading to restaurants and shops to start their weekend. Officers say a disturbed man had a gun and was waving it in the air.
He had one hand on his right leg and the other hand was holding a gun with a piece of paper over it on his left leg. He was sitting down and the gun was faced towards the street.
Officials have not identified the suspect directly, but they do tell me he is a white man, most likely in his 40s. Investigators are still trying to figure out exactly what he was doing here. Now, as for this area, Ventura Boulevard and Laurel Canyon Boulevard, it's going to be shut down until tomorrow morning. Rick and Cher, I'll send it back to you.
All right, Steve Koosh, thank you.